Hello and welcome back to Song Surveys on Sofas with Superheroes, the sub-series. Last week we did a newer song, so this week we're going to do an old school song. Now this song probably isn't going to be known by a lot of people, especially here. This band was from the UK and they were only a band for about 2 years. They released the song I'm going to talk about as a single. And then a couple years later, they released an album by that same song title. And then like 3 months after they released the album, they broke up. So anyway, the song I'm talking about today is Do Everything I Taught You by the Alterkicks. And it's a really great, catchy, quick noted beat at the beginning. So they kind of open with just the guitar, and then the first verse kind of stays with that same sound. There's no drums yet, it's just the guitar and the lyrics. And the first verse is pretty short, it's only 4 lines, and it's about having interrupted somebody in the middle of either playing music or making music. So I really think it's just, again, quick kind of introduction, and then the drums come in for the first chorus. And I really like the first line in the first chorus, or in the chorus in general, is "Now you're on the wrong side, don't you know how to drive?" Which, as an American being in London, I would be driving on the wrong side, or the UK, I would be driving on the wrong side. So yeah, I just really like the idea of that. And then the next line is "Everything I Taught You." So I like the thought of the relationship between the person he's singing about and the singer himself, and how, you know, like being on the wrong side of all the things that I taught you. So I really like the chorus. I think it's really great. And I also do like how the first verse didn't have any drums, and then the second verse does have that music change with the drums added. I think that was a really great choice, especially since everything is so short in terms of lyrics. Pretty much everything is only 4 lines long, so each verse is only 4 lines long, and then even the chorus is only about 4 lines long. So yeah, I think it's a really great start. And then the guitar changes pretty drastically, but it works fantastically for the second verse. Especially when you have such short verses, I think the difference in music really makes an impact, especially during this particular verse, because there's a lot of repetition. And it makes the repetition not feel like repetition. It makes it feel very new every time a certain word or part of a line is repeated. And I think they did a really nice job with that overall. The second verse starts with basically kind of 2 lines. It seems like the first line is cut in half and then repeated in the second line. So it's "I see only things. I see only nice things near you." And I just really like that line in general. But what I love about how it's saying is that when he says only the second time, he holds the word only a longer, and it really makes it seem so different. Like he's not actually repeating the same line, which is really incredible, because in this verse, he repeats the word only 4 times, which means only is in every line of the verse. And so the fact that it feels so different, especially that second time. The third and fourth time, it sounds the same as the third and fourth time. So it's not really that different, but to change it from the first repetition, especially because the line is so similar to the next line, really great, really love that part. And again, I just like that line, "I only see nice things." So, you know, clearly that gives you an image of that this person is, you know, feels a certain way, because you only see nice things when that person is around. So I kind of like that. It's a sweet line, and it's really well done, especially with the repetition and the way that it sounds so different. It doesn't make you feel like it's repeated. Then they play the chorus again, and it's not very different from the first chorus. The music is fairly similar, so it's not like a drastic change. But then they get into the bridge, and the music has this huge change, and I love it because it works so well. And again, the bridge is pretty much just a repetition of a couple lines 2 times. So the fact that the music is so different, it really gives the feel that even though there's repetition, it's not just being repeated, which is hard to do. And I really do love the whole entire feel of this song. So not only does it change throughout the song, but then to just make the repetition feel like it has changed is really awesome. So I really, really love the bridge, especially after you hear the chorus twice. So I think the line in the chorus about "everything I taught you," and then the line in the bridge that really just contradicts almost, is "I know nothing about you." And I really like the idea that you can like teach somebody something without actually learning about them. But also I wonder, especially because, you know, there are songs that are more of like a storyline. So did something happen between the first two verses that then the person's like, whoa, wait a minute, I don't know you at all like I thought I did. So I really enjoy the bridge. I think it works really well in the song, especially with this different music from the rest of the song. And I just like this, yeah, like difference of feeling, you know, everything I taught you, and the fact that they're driving on the wrong side. So is it an impact then, or was it something that was already happened? Like, I don't know you. I taught you these things. I don't know you. This is just the way our relationship goes. Or is it, okay, we're gonna like say hello to you in the beginning. Sorry, I interrupted you. Hey, like, you know, talking about how I only see nice things near you, and then all of a sudden something changed to the fact that I don't know you. So I don't know, it just really makes me think, and I like when a song does that, really kind of challenges me to interpret it. So yeah, I really like the bridge. I think the bridge was a really great addition. And then after that, there's like just a quick little guitar thing before they go back into the first verse. And so they go back into the first verse, and I really like it because the music is like similar, but it's kind of totally different because it has this more full sound to it. So they add the drums and they have all the instruments playing, and it's like such a drastic change, but it really works well. And I think that the repetition, again, feels like it's something new. So even though the lyrics are exactly the same and there's nothing different about the lyrics, just the way that the music makes the two verses sound so different totally works in the song, especially coming off the bridge, which is already so different. And then you have this quick little guitar riff to kind of get you back into that same mode of music from the first verse and the chorus. And then it kind of just kicks in the same verse, but with this totally different feel to it because the music is much fuller than it was the first time you heard it. So I think they did a really nice job with that as well. Yeah, and then there's, they go into the first verse, and then there's some instruments, and they play the chorus. So they go into the first verse, play the chorus again, which again doesn't sound much different, which is fine, because the whole rest of the song is so different. And then they play like just this like hardcore 30 seconds of instruments, which is great. And then they kind of bring it back down, play the chorus one more time, and then just like jam out for the rest of the song. And then they kind of just let the music fade out. But yeah, really great song, super catchy. Find myself rocking out to it when I'm listening to it. Again, I don't know what happened 3 months after their album was released, but sad that they're not around anymore. Would have been really fun to see them, especially just for this song. But yeah, take a listen, comment below, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week for a newer release. All right, bye.